the camp of deflation, saying that inflation will be transitory. And the reason is not because the bullshit reason of the Fed, by the way. The Fed says it's going to be transitory, but prices will not go down, by the way. And the economy is just going to be fine. This camp, the deflation camp, presented by Rosenberg, who is one of my favorite economists, and I respect the guy, he just has a different point of view. They believe that the economy is in a zombified state, fueled by stimmies and cocaine. And once that impact is lifted, we will go back to deflation and perhaps a recession because the economy has no legs to stand on and inflation will just shut down. Then there is another camp from another economist that I respect, represented by this economist, Mohamed El-Arian, among many others, who say that inflation will prolong and persist a little longer than the Fed has anticipated. And then you have the extra spicy camp, who says not only we're going to have inflation, but we're going to end up having stagflation, meaning the pace of economic recovery goes down, economic growth goes down, but prices will linger higher, meaning combining the mild and medium narrative regarding inflation. Yes, the economy will slow down because it is a zombified economy, but prices will linger higher due to the power of the money supply. This was a historic spike in money supply. You're not going to wash that out quickly. In addition, we have other phenomena: shortages, COVID-19, shutting of ports, the unequal recovery globally. You have economies wide open, other economies completely shut down. We have the weather phenomenon. All of that will contribute to a stagflation force that is inescapable, by the way. The deflation camp talks about technology, Amazon, China as the driving forces that will pull back inflation. When you think about it, Amazon ceased to be a deflationary force. They have a monopoly now. They don't have to compete in price anymore. And they're actually raising wages and therefore prompting the entire industry to raise wages. Therefore, Amazon changes from a deflationary force to an inflationary one. Likewise, when we talk about China, it used to be a deflationary force, but now wages are rising in China, and we have shortages, closure of ports, and now China is becoming an inflation force. Likewise, when we talk about technology, efficiency is deflationary in nature. However, technology also enabled the younger generation to have other options. They're making money trading stocks at Robinhood. They're making money making videos on TikTok. They're making money making videos and selling pictures of their feet on OnlyFans. In addition, we talk about the demographics. You know, the deflationary camp says demographics. Oh, the demographics. Oh, that's the one. The demographics. Here's the truth. We have the greatest transfer of wealth in history from the boomers to the millennial generation. Now you're going to have the millennial generation with an increased purchasing power. All of a sudden, out of the blue. They inherited the money, and we have lots of estate planning that took place this year and last year as the COVID-19 crisis hit the economy. So the money's being passed from one generation to the other. The other generation, the millennials and the Zers, what do you think they're going to do with the money? They're going to go out and spend it. And therefore, the demand side of the supply and demand dynamic is still healthy and growing higher and higher and higher. Meanwhile, technology, remember technology, the deflationary force? Well, technology is now becoming inflationary. And the reason is all of that spending from new wealth in the economy will not result in creating jobs and growing the economy in the traditional methods been used to, as more and more of these jobs will be transferred from human beings to robots. Now, what do you think the government will do with the large number of unemployed people due to that transition from human beings to robots, specifically in the low end of the employment spectrum? We're talking about the McDonald's employees. We're talking about the check-in employee at the hotel. All of these jobs will be replaced, but the government will have to keep those unemployment benefits forever and ever and ever. And therefore, we're going to have a significant slice of the population sitting at home, collecting government checks and spending in the economy. We have a seismic shift here that will leave us in a stagflation phenomena, the likes that we have not seen since the 1970s. This is at least my take. Therefore, I am with the Rubinis of the world. Speaking of Rubini, stop it with the deflation talk and the transitory talk and all that crap and join the real party, the doom and gloom party. You see, Professor Rubini has a reputation of being a party animal and a ladies' man. Rumor has it that Professor Rubini, in his famous hot tub on the top of his penthouse in New York City, he tells the young ladies a story that he is not worried at all about deflation. Deflation is not a problem that Professor Rubini even worries about. What concerns Professor Rubini is hyperinflation, specifically in the sensitive areas of the body, the economy. Hyperinflation is what keeps Professor Rubini up at night. So do you want to join Jerome Powell or these deflation people? Boring. Or do you want to join the real action, the doom and gloom party, courtesy of Professor Rubini? It's an easy choice. You know, when stagflation happens, drinks prices are going to go higher. They're going to skyrocket. Meanwhile, you're not going to have any money to pay for those drinks. But if you join the doom and gloom party with Professor Rubini and I, then drinks are gonna be in the house. But you better make that choice right now before it's too late.